With funding cuts both statewide and here in the Rogue Valley, transportation districts are struggling with the impacts. Thanks for joining us for Newswatch 12 at 5. I'm Samantha Cadera.
And I'm Oscar Rodriguez. A special legislative session is beginning tomorrow to address these issues. Newswatch 12's Danny Spinanovich spoke with Rogue Valley bus riders on how these budget cuts are affecting them.
In response to a federal freeze, lawmakers have to fill a budget hole to prevent ODOT layoffs, increasing funding, and provide stable public transit. For riders like Kelly Pribble, the impact starts right away. Her hour-long bus commute is disappearing.
It feels like we're not important. I'm not going to be able to get to work as early as I usually do. I may have to pay for a cab to get home in the evening.
The reason? A freeze on federal funding that makes up half of RVTD's revenue. To fill the budget gap, Governor Kotek's proposal includes raising the gas tax and increasing vehicle registration and DMV fees. I'm here at Kelly's bus stop. As you can see, it's already covered up. This bus stop takes her right to her office. Now, it's one of 10 bus routes being cut under new RVTD services. Senator Jeff Golden says the legislators' compromise won't fix everything, but it's a start.
We are in a very deep hole in our transportation system. We are falling apart. And the biggest reason for that is 40 years of politicians refusing to raise any revenue.
Even if the bill is passed, RVTD General Manager says they won't see any money until next summer.
Our biggest challenge right now is trying to figure out how we're going to provide service to the community and not leave anybody behind.
RVTD put together a route system that covers most of the area, but Rogue Valley riders have to prepare for service reductions on September 2nd, like shortened hours, cutting Saturday buses, and suspended routes. In Medford, Danny Stepanovich.
Now let's check in with Storm Tracker 12 Chief Meteorologist Matt Hoffman, because after a long few days of some storms and thunderstorms, we are finally seeing some quieter weather. It is hot, but how much longer are we going to see this hopefully stick around into the holiday weekend?
Yeah, we should see things staying quiet like this right through the holiday weekend. So good news for folks with outdoor plans. The only caveat is going to be wildfire smoke. Right now, that's not much of a factor. A lot of blue skies for inland areas. Coastal clouds thanks to the marine layer in Gold Beach. Take a look at temperatures, 61 degrees only in Gold Beach, but we're pretty hot for the inland areas of southern Oregon and northern California, especially for west side valleys. 97 degrees in Grants Pass and Medford, 93 degrees in Montague. We're in the 80s on the east side. There will be a slight cool down into the holiday weekend, but it won't be much, and temperatures look to surge again as we head into next week. We are tracking smoke from the Dillon Fire and Blue Fire down in Siskiyou County. Some of that has drifted up into Josephine County. We do have some moderate air quality in Grants Pass. The Immigrant Fire very active this afternoon. A lot of that smoke working off to the north and east, but I do expect the winds to shift and some smoke to work into Klamath and Lake County tonight. Right now, moderate conditions for air quality in the Applegate Valley as well as Grants Pass. Unhealthy right now air quality in Happy Camp due to the Dillon Fire, but most of the rest of the region is looking good. We have winds picking up, a bit breezy in spots, so we'll see another fairly breezy afternoon and early evening for tomorrow on your Friday. We will see some passing high clouds, but staying dry. Temperatures still quite hot tomorrow afternoon. Above average for this time of the year. We could definitely see some smoke and haze in the Rogue Valley, but not a major air quality concern in the Rogue Valley at the bus stop tomorrow morning. It will be hot for the kids heading home from school, though. For Friday, temperatures will be well into the 90s as kids come home from school. We'll take a look at your holiday weekend forecast, and I'll have details on the heat returning for next week coming up in just a bit.
Additional crews are arriving at the Dillon Fire today, which is now burning more than 3,000 acres in the Six Rivers National Forest. Several evacuation orders and warnings remain in place for this fire as more than 100 additional personnel arrive to the firefight. Tomorrow morning, a new incident management team assumes command, and crews say the fire is slowly growing both north and south. They say they are working to open containment lines from previous fires. Highway 96 is open with intermediate one-way traffic.
And in the Willamette National Forest, the Immigrant Fire is continuing to produce large smoke plumes as it grows to more than 9,000 acres. Firefighters say they've seen several spot fires which are posing a threat to both firefighters and containment lines. Incident Command asks everyone to avoid the area and reminds everyone that drones cannot be flown in the area. The Willamette National Forest is hosting a live stream on their Facebook for a public meeting tomorrow night. The wait is finally over, Sam. College football season starts in less than an hour, and the 22nd ranked SOU Raiders are at home for our first matchup of the season.
Joining us live from Ashland is Newswatch 12 Sports' Luke Doughton. Luke, you've been sticking close to this team since day one of fall camp. What's on your eye today?
Sam, what's on my eyes today is that this Simpson team, they are going to be an interesting opponent for SOU because this is week one. We don't know a lot about this team. SOU won't really know who they are until they get on the field with them. Now, just a year ago, Simpson started their first varsity year as a program, and there were many struggles for that team, going 0-9, losing each game by about an average of 50 points. However, now this team has a season of experience under their belt and some more upperclassmen. Well, the Raiders, they won this game 77 last season. A young team can change quickly and be full of surprises. And the very little film the Raiders do have of Simpson, head coach Burke Brown has already noticed some changes.
They showed a 3-3 front, which is different from the 4-2 that they ran last year. And so it's always interesting when you're going into this first game, especially with a team as young as Simpson is, only really in their third year as a program.
So stick around at 6 o'clock. We're going to be talking some defense right at the top of the hour, but Storm Tracker 12 meteorologist Sarah Kress also with me. Sarah, it is really, really, really warm right now.
Yes.
I'm hoping it cools off by halftime. It's been hot this whole week too. So
Definitely been hot this week. The heat kind of going to be sticking around even when we do see the sunset later in the game. Very warm. Now the good thing is we are feeling a little bit of a breeze out here right now, but it's not helping out by much. We're going to be seeing clear skies throughout the night as well. If you're heading out here, yeah, do prepare for the heat. We are seeing some hazy skies in a few areas, but we should see some improvements throughout the night tonight. Tomorrow morning is when we'll likely see more of that smoke move in. So it is going to be a nice day if you are heading out to SOU for the game tonight. And I know tomorrow you're also covering some high school football as well. So we'll be talking about that forecast later into the day. But a hot day for some football, but it is shaping up to be, a great day for it. No thunderstorms. That's all we can ask for.
that's all we can ask for. No smoke either too.
Yeah,
So going to
pretty
be a
nice
great
out.
day to watch some football. Live in Ashland, I'm Luke Doughton.
I'm Sarah Kress. Back to you guys.
Well, thank you, Luke and Sarah. A local school district hosted a mini Olympics games today. The event is designed to foster connection between staff members as the new school year approaches. I had the opportunity to attend these games and see how it went. Phoenix Town School District hosted its second annual PTS Mini Olympics. The games consist of 4 teams divided by departments of facilities, Sodexo Food Service, Transportation Service, and the district office.
It was such a hit last year. One, it did bring our teams, my team was closer, but also our relationships with our partners was much closer, and we were able to work with them a lot closer this year.
Each team with their own unique team names and t-shirt designs. John McCaleb is the one responsible for setting up the event and came up with the specific games, like the egg toss, hula hoop ring toss, plus from tug of war to an egg and spoon race, and it's all part of the district's plan to build a stronger chemistry with each other as the new school year approaches.
It's just the camaraderie and just coming out and as we begin the year, we a lot of hard work and just the year gets to be kind of a little bit of a grind, and so this is a nice way to kind of start the year.
Superintendent Brent Barry participated in the games and said he enjoys in having this event as it allows everyone to relax and have some fun.
Running a school and being a part of a public school it presents its challenges, but this is the stuff you kind of remember, and when you compete and have fun together, and then some of that makes some of the tough things a little easier.
And at the end of the games, the district office team took the gold.
Senators Ron Wyden and Jeff Merkley announced a $17 million investment into Oregon's rural airports today. A part of the bipartisan infrastructure law, the money comes through the U.S. Department of Transportation and will support critical infrastructure upgrades at airports in La Grande, Klamath Falls, Hood River, Hermiston, John Day, and McMinnville. Crater Lake Klamath Falls Regional is receiving the largest amount of funds at $7.6 million for runway and taxiway construction.
A boat launch in Gold Beach is closed today after a boat was found fully submerged. Take a look at that dock. The Port of Gold Beach says both a boat and a vehicle were fully submerged on the east side of the boat launch. They ask all boaters to use caution when putting their boat in the water.
And speaking of boating, Oregon State Marine Board is urging anyone hitting the water this Labor Day weekend to keep safety in mind. Whether you're boating, floating, or paddleboarding, make sure to have a properly fitted life jacket for each person. Every watercraft should have at least one sound-producing device and an orange flag for anyone swimming. The Marine Board should also says to know the waterways you're on and pay a close attention to hazards and other people on the water. They also remind everyone that boating under the influence is illegal.
Josephine County Sheriff's Office is enforcing a safe Labor Day weekend with high visibility DUII patrols. These operations are through the Oregon Impact DUII grant, which allows the Sheriff's Office to increase staffing for DUII specific patrols. The Sheriff's Office encourages anyone who plans on drinking to arrange a designated driver ahead of time or call an Uber. They also say to never allow friends or family to drive intoxicated.